Hello, in this video, we'll be talking to you about triangle properties of various types of triangles. Okay, first we can classify triangles by their sides. We have an equilateral triangle, where all three sides are equal. We have isosceles triangles, where at least two sides are equal. And finally, we have a scalene triangle, where all three sides are unequal, three different lengths. We could also classify triangles by their angle measures. We have a right triangle, that would be a triangle with one right angle. We have an obtuse triangle. That's a triangle with one obtuse angle. And we have an acute triangle. That's a triangle that has three acute angles. We have some different theorems about triangles. The triangle sum theorem. The sum of the angles in a triangle is always going to be 180 degrees. So if you know two, add them together and you can find the third. We also have the isosceles triangle theorem, which says that the base angles of an isosceles triangle are congruent. So here in this image, we have the two equal sides. The angles opposite those sides, marked in red here, are called the base angles. The angle that's between the two equal sides is called the vertex angle. But the base angles will always be congruent. Note, the base doesn't always have to be at the bottom of the isosceles triangle. This triangle could be rotated, and then the base angles would be on the top, or on the left, or on the side. Okay, so here's a few examples. The vertex angle of an isosceles triangle is 52 degrees. What is the measure of each base angle? Okay, so here we have an isosceles triangle, and we know it's 52 degrees at the vertex. The two base angles have to be the same, so they'll both be marked by X. We know that the angles add to 180, so X plus 52 equals 180. And we go through the algebraic steps to find out that X is equal to 64. Next, the exterior angle of the base angle of an isosceles triangle is 108 degrees. What is the measure of the vertex angle? Okay, so here is our triangle. The exterior angle on the base is 102. So let's call the interior angle of it X, and we know that those two are a linear pair. They have to add to equal 180. So that makes X 78. The other base angle is also 78. The vertex angle we could call some other variable such as Y. The three angles have to add to equal 180 degrees. So Y turns out to be 24 degrees. In our last example, the exterior angle of a vertex angle in an isosceles triangle is 70. What are the measures of the base angles? So here we have an isosceles triangle. The vertex angle's exterior angle. So we extend the side at the vertex, and that exterior angle is going to be 70. We can call the vertex angle X. Those two angles make a linear pair because they form a line. So they add to 180, and X is 110. The two base angles have to be the same, so we could call them Y. And the sum of the three angles has to add to equal 180 degrees. So Y would be 35.